First at 11, business owners along the 17 bypass in Socastee react to the permanent closing of a bar after a deadly shooting. Thank you for joining us at 11. I'm Edward Moody.
And I'm Trish Williford. The Horry County Coroner's Office says around 2:20 Monday morning, Jotham Simmons died at the hospital after a shooting at Klocker's Tavern.
Now, we've reported on gun violence in that area going back almost 10 years. In a statement last night, the bar owner said in part they chose to close their doors because, quote, the escalating violence in the area has made it impossible to move forward, end quote. But the Klocker's owners did not specify where that violence was coming from.
However, camera footage from a Klocker spokesperson who wants to remain anonymous claims the shooter can be seen walking to the bar from nearby Pyramid Rehearsal Studio Incorporated and walking back towards the studio after the shooting. Studio owner David Edwards says musicians who come to his studio would drink at Klocker's, but says no violence takes place at his business.
As far as violent, there's not been any in the 24 years that I've known. My people are going to drink whether that bar is there or not, I can tell you that. Now, I don't see it because I don't go in my spaces usually late in the morning hours like that. I live up here in Wilmington, but there again, I have cameras all over the place, and I know what's going on.
Horry County Police sent us a statement about the Klocker shooting and crime in that area. It reads in part, quote, though there have been incidents in the area of Palmetto Point Boulevard and Highway 17 South Bypass over the years, HCPD has responded promptly and investigated each case thoroughly. The department works proactively with community and area partners to combat crime and enhance the safety of Horry County, end quote. Now, right before Klocker's closed its doors, 15th Circuit Solicitor Jimmy Richardson spoke to us about nuisance rules in Horry County.
Yeah, the law can force businesses to shut down if they create ongoing problems for the community. News 13's Adriana Lawrence tells us how this law works and if Klocker's could have faced it if it hadn't closed.
Jimmy Richardson says to start the lengthy process of deeming a business a nuisance, it must be requested by police, then handed over to the solicitor's office. He says so far he hasn't gotten a request related to Klocker's, but that doesn't mean we haven't seen it used in our area before.
Horry County uses it. We use it a lot more than Greenville or Charleston or anywhere else.
Almost a year ago, a property known as the Yellow House in Myrtle Beach was shut down by a judge. It was declared a nuisance 3 different times, related to drug dealing and violent crime. And in March, a couple was forced out of their Conway area property after being accused of setting a cross on fire in their yard to intimidate their black neighbors. Richardson says while there isn't a set number of times before police seek to deem an area as a nuisance, they look at how it affects the community.
And as bad as the cross burning may have been for that particular night, the judge don't want to hear about one incident. It's bringing in testimony from all of the other people that say, you know, these are the things that we've had to deal with. This is the pattern.
Richardson says the solicitor's office looks at whether the property is being used for prostitution, drug dealing, or just being a general nuisance. He says they typically deal with these types of cases 3 or 4 times a year. But first, police have to compare area to area for the number of calls.
And what you'll generally see is these 3 locations are side by side. I've had 0 calls for service here. I've had 81 calls for service here, and I've had 9 calls for service here.
He says once it gets to his office, they'll issue a warning, but if nothing changes, they'll serve a summons and a complaint. Eventually, a judge will call a temporary hearing, and at most, the business will close for 1 year before a final hearing is held.
A lot of times when that comes up, there's nothing to even argue about anymore. They've already been closed for the whole year that the statute allows for.
Richardson says if a business opens back up after that year and the nuisance continues, the process would start all over again. Horry County Police tell us they only seek to declare a business a nuisance as a last resort if public safety is at risk. In the newsroom, Adriana Lawrence, News 13.